Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another beautiful episode of Survival Fitted. I am your co-host, Joe Williams, joined alongside a Zoom call with my fellow co-host, Ian Pierno. How are you doing today, my guy?
I'm good. I'm feeling nostalgic. I missed everyone. We had to take a week off. There was just a lot going on, lots of travel, lots of work, lots of apartment hunting, lots of stuff going on. Joe and I are about to be separated.
Yeah,
for the
unfortunate,
first time.
but I mean, it's all good. I'll hold California down while you're gone. I'm sure you'll come back sometime soon, but
I'll be back one day.
till
I'll be
then,
back
yeah.
one day. But yeah, I'm moving to New York on June 1st. I was on the road the past week and a half doing some styling stuff. Milwaukee, Atlanta, New York, styled a couple slam covers, which you guys will see soon. But anyway, we don't have to talk about that too much now. Let's just get into it. It's been a couple weeks since we've recorded. Let's talk about what's been going on.
You've been following the playoffs?
I think the biggest...
Oh, my bad. I won't cut you off.
Yeah.
But
no, you're good.
I feel like
Hell yeah, I've been watching the playoffs.
Basketball wise, like we haven't been able to talk about a lot of stuff basketball wise. Like if you think about it, since our time of departure, like that whole Dylan Brooks stuff, we never even talked about any of that stuff. Nor are we, because it's already in the past. But
yeah,
think about it. We missed the whole episode, all the Dylan Brooks trauma. Like that's crazy.
I know that would have been prime podcasting for us. But dude, the playoffs are so good. I think the playoffs have made me realize just how boring the regular season is. Cause like I can't watch a game first quarter till end of game in the regular season. Like very rarely can I sit through all of that. Playoffs, no problem. I've been good. I'll watch them back to back.
Playoff fourth quarter in the playoffs. I feel like I remember I said this at your house too. I was like, I see why these NBA players be getting all this money. Just because from an entertainment standpoint, the fourth quarter of the NBA playoffs got to be the single-handedly most entertaining thing that's happening in media when that's happening. Like, bro, last night in the fourth quarter, Lakers versus the Warriors, I was like, there's not a single thing on television that's more entertaining than this right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
If you think about it, for real.
Dude. No, these playoffs, dude, also the Bucks series, I don't even remember if I've ever been mad after a basketball game, but when Jimmy Butler beat the Bucks, like I was like angry. We had to shoot the next day at I had to wake up at like 8 a.m. and I was just sitting in bed angry till like 4 a.m. because I was so upset.
You're just mad, just losing sleep. Jimmy Butler had her making you lose sleep. That's crazy. Bro. What the heck?
Jimmy Butler just had me pissed as hell. And then Slam posted like a Jimmy Butler video on their Instagram, and I commented, delete this. I had like 40 people that were like, shut up, cry about it. It just made me more mad.
Word. There you go. That's wild.
Oh my God. But dude, these playoffs have been so good, dude.
You were rooting
that's my team. I have no idea who's gonna win this thing, and that makes it so exciting.
Stop it! You have no idea who's gonna win this thing. I know I got on here and I was like, oh, the Phoenix Suns might win. That was me, just kind of like, I shouldn't have said that because that's so stupid.
Yeah,
the Lakers are definitely gonna win the championship. I was saying that, I was like, bro, like I've seen every Lakers game since like Valentine's Day, since they got lit and got rid of Russell Westbrook. No disrespect, but I'm like, bro, this team is like, it's got all the championship stuff that you, not even from a basketball standpoint, but they got like, I don't know, they got like from a championship team. It kind of reminds me of like when they won it in the bubble. Like they had that little, like Austin Reeves is like the Alex Caruso and that whole deal. I'm like, bro, they got a whole championship team going on over there. So yeah, Lakers will win the championship. So I can't have you sit here and be like, I don't know who's gonna win it. Lakers gonna win it.
I don't know. I really don't. Like, but that's awesome. I think it could be. I will say, so the Lakers are up 3-1 at the time of recording. If Steph Curry comes back down 3-1 against LeBron and the Lakers, like I might never open NBA, Twitter, Reddit, whatever the hell, like ever again. I don't think there will ever be a meaningful basketball conversation. Like I will have to take like 5 years off from talking about basketball. Like Steph and LeBron both have to be retired before I'll ever talk about basketball again.
Funny you bring that up too, because I was like, bro, the playoffs, dope. I think I like the first round the most because you get to like pick and choose, like, oh, I like this series, I'm gonna tune in. Yeah. But like once you start getting further along, obviously the series, you know what I'm saying, are few and far between. So I was just saying this too. I was like, bro, like really, it's like super top heavy for me because like I'm not trying to watch any other series other than the Lakers and Warriors. But when that series is on, it's like, holy, you know what I'm saying? This is so freaking entertaining. But I
Yeah.
kind of wish it was more like not. I feel like the Lakers are just like washing them. I'm like, I wish it was more like 1-1, 1-1, game 7. Like,
Dude, I mean, 3-1 isn't a safe lead anymore in a series. Dude, well, have you seen the Corgi this is so dumb. Have you seen the Corgi that predicts basketball
I
series?
seen a comment about it, but you can put me on game right now.
So there's this Corgi that was that's not a word, that correctly predicts series. And the dog has correctly picked every game so far in the Lakers Warriors series, and it has the Warriors winning in 7.
Word. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And he's been correct every game so far. And in like history, this dog is like generally correct.
Do you know if he's been correct in the
like,
series? Like he had the first one and the second.
Yeah, no, this series, like each game, the Corgi has gotten correct.
What in the
and
world?
If the Corgi is correct and the Warriors and the Steph comes back down 3-1, we will never be able to talk about basketball on this podcast ever again. It's just going to be like there's no meaningful basketball conversation to be had. As a matter of fact, they should just end the season if that happens.
They deserve to get the championship, bro, if that happens, truth be told. I feel like this is the Western Conference Finals that we got robbed of. Like, I feel like whatever the next round is after this, just kind of like piggybacking off of my statement of like this being so top heavy, whatever the next round is after
Also,
this,
you're tweaking about that. You're tweaking about that. Suns Nuggets is 2-2. Dude, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker combining for like 85 every game. Jokic had 55 and shoved the Suns owner. You're tweaking if you think Lakers Warriors is the only good series.
It
Dude, James Harden is looking like it's 2016 against the Celtics. You are tweaking by saying it's top heavy. I'd say Lakers Warriors isn't even the best series. It's 3-1.
And that's how it just,
there's been blowouts.
That's what I'm saying. It's been blowout.
That's just the series that D-Lo is in. So you're like, this is the only series I care about. Nuggets Suns and Celtics Sixers are both better series. Granted, Lakers Warriors is an amazing series just because Steph
is
LeBron,
amazing. I still have to say it had the setup to be like one of the greatest playoff series of all time, but it hasn't been that. I'm like, bro,
it might be according to the Corgi. It will be.
According to the Corgi, we're gonna see some stuff.
The series isn't over. The series isn't over. So let's pump the brakes a little bit. I'm sure Scott Foster is going to call the next few games like Adam Silver's.
Mark Davis.
You remember those old Buffalo Wild Wing commercials where they'd be like, send the game to overtime, and like a sprinkler would pop out of the ground, and like that's what David Stern is doing from the grave right now.
Buffalo Wild Wings is so gross. I can't believe they had lit commercials. They were just freaking catfishing everybody. But I'm like, dog. No, but that's
Buffalo Wild Wings is pretty gross.
Yeah, that's pretty well.
You become a man when you retire from Buffalo Wild Wings to what's the green one?
Wingstop?
Wingstop. Yeah, when you graduate from Buffalo Wild Wings to Wingstop.
Bro, I used to eat a lot of chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? But
me too. I don't anymore. But
I think it was the aesthetic of it. Like Wingstop isn't really like. I went to Wingstop last time I went to Wingstop, bro. It was like Chipotle ran out of chicken, so I needed to get some chicken. So I went to Wingstop, and it was like hella depressing, bro. People were like walking around in pajamas and stuff. I was like, bro, this is not the wave. But it's all about the aesthetic for me, dog.
Dude, that's my vibe, though. You know, I love like diners and shit. That's lit.
Yeah, I'm like, this hella depressing.
No, B-dubs, I get it though. B-dubs, you can go. We've like when I was like in like high school, like we had like our fantasy football draft at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know?
Yeah, it's more of a little sport. It has a little sports vibe to it, but. Yeah, you know how that goes. Who's really like impressing me though, like just keep talking about basketball for a second, is Jimmy Butler, bro. That's crazy.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no, because you still got PTSD. My bad. I'm sorry. It was a touchy subject. I wasn't thinking before I spoke on that one. I'll give you that. I'm sorry about that one.
Notice when I was listing all the series and how lit they are, I left out one. I just don't want to talk about it.
I'm pulling up this whenever we do another podcast next week or whatever, make sure I got a Jimmy Butler jersey on. I'll put that on wax.
We're cool. I mean, I think a week from now I'll be okay. He'll probably be in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I can be like, at least we lost to somebody good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how that goes.
But right now, no, he is like on some Voldemort shit. Like he shall not be named.
Yeah,
yeah. He just like doesn't exist. Like
Word,
PTSD was correct. Speaking of the Lakers, though, this wouldn't be the League Fits podcast. There was a little controversy in the League Fits world today. And friend of a pod, hasn't been on the pod yet, but friend of the pod, Jared Vanderbilt. Did you see what happened? I actually feel bad about this.
You showed me it. Just let the people know. Let the people know.
So Vando is going viral. So I think it was like game 2 or game 3. He wore an outfit. Cool, whatever. It looks like Issey Miyake pants, like Carolina blue with like a tank and like a button down open shirt, whatever. And I guess whatever store he brought it from, like Saks or whatever, the guy, like the sales rep at Saks, posted. I can't even take this seriously. This is just how borderline ridiculous this is. But okay. The Saks guy posted on his Instagram story. It's a picture of Jared in the outfit that I guess he bought at Saks, right? And in red font, he is canceled across the photo. like he's like R. Kelly or something. Canceled. And he wrote this caption. Nice guy, but ... Bought $2,000 worth of clothes Monday. This outfit specially. Wore it to Tunnel and post-game Tuesday, and then returned it yesterday. I wasn't at the store, and someone took the return. Lord knows why. RIP, that sales rep is definitely getting chewed out by this Saks guy. Lord knows why. Obviously used clothing. Man, if I didn't have a reason to hate the Lakers to root for home turf, now I have a reason. Boo, but it's canceled with red font over.
No, that's
like
when you
dude,
that was rough. When I seen that,
we
I was
stop
like,
treating basketball players like R. Kelly. Like,
no,
we gotta stop doing
good
this.
Point.
First it was John Morant. Now it's Jared Vanderbilt. I don't know. What were your thoughts when you first saw it?
No, when I first saw it,
it's like.
My heart dropped when I first saw it just because of the cancel thing. Like, you were like, oh, do you see what happened to Vando? And I was like, nah, like, what happened again? Mm-hmm. And then you texted a little Twitter link or something. I clicked on it and I was like, oh, nah, man, what happened to Vanderbilt? Like, I love watching him play. Like, he got blackballed out the league. Like, no, like, and then I seen it. No, but it's pretty cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I love Vando, but I don't like when clothes become costumes. You know how I feel about that. Like, it's pretty lame to me, but great plair. Pretty sure he's a great guy too.
The pants didn't fit.
They didn't fit? I gotta see it again.
No, they're like capris. They're like Issey Miyake pants. You know, like a Japanese brand, which usually runs a little bit smaller. Like, you know, he can't.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're a little too high water though.
Yeah, but maybe what probably happened was we got to have him on the pod and have him talk about it. Hopefully, like after they win a championship, and it's like, we squeeze it in at the end. But like he probably bought the pants. I also want to know. There's so many variables here. Was it a stylist? Did he go to the store? Like probably went to the store, bought them, didn't try them on. Getting ready for the game, like say he's leaving at 4:00, tries them on, they don't really fit, but is running behind, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna wear them." You know what I mean?
I was gonna say,
and then
say that
maybe he doesn't realize they fit till he's like in the tunnel, because obviously this dude spends money on clothes. But anyway, dudes are like crucifying him. Patrick Beverly quoted it was like, "Nah, Vando, say it ain't so." In the comment section on League Fits, because all his other fits, have been fired. The players are like, "Hope he keeps the tags on." Dude, y'all are foul. Y'all got to relax because you remember when do you ever see the video of Scotty Barnes talking about that dress shirt he bought in return? So he bought, for those that haven't seen it, Scotty Barnes was on like a Twitch stream talking about it. He was like, you see this picture of me in like this, like, I think it was like a Burberry dress shirt. He's like $400. He's like, I wore it, kept the tags on. Next day, went back to the mall, returned it. Everyone was like, LMAO, Scotty. He's so funny. He just like us for real. Like, da-da-da-da-da. Like, and now everyone's pocket watching Jared Vanderbilt. Like, y'all haven't done the same thing. I haven't done it with clothes, but I was
going to ask, have you ever done that before?
With clothes, no. But like literally 2 days ago, I was at my hotel in Milwaukee and I was hungry and I ordered an extra large pizza and cheese sticks. And I realized that was a ton of food when it got there. And I went into the Uber Eats app and I regretted spending all that money. It was like a $40 Uber Eats order for just myself. And I marked the extra large pizza, which was like $28. I marked it as like there was something wrong with it and got the refund for it. There's
That's
wrong
foul.
With the pizza.
That is so foul. That is. I could argue that's substantially
probably is
worse than Jared Vanderbilt. But I did that with intent. Like I tried to do that before, and like I don't know what happened, but I
they don't even ask any questions.
No, because I'm not big on returning clothes. I'm not big on selling clothes. I just give it away to people. But like, I think you were the one who told me about like the Nike policy or something like that. Like how like you have a friend who like buys like Air Force scissors.
Les was telling you.
Is that what it was?
It was
somebody
Atlee.
had like
yeah. Shout out to Atlee.
People do that. Yeah, people do that. Not that's whatever, but. For Jared Vanderbilt, I was like trying to be like, okay,
Nike,
maybe we play devil's advocate.
Let's share the Nike thing. Let's share the Nike thing real quick. So Nike, my boy Atlee, shout out Atlee, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend. But just friend. He I guess he used to work at like a Nike store, and you never have to like, so you can test a Nike product for up to a year, and then you can return it and exchange it at any time. So like every month, he just goes to the Nike store and exchanges his Air Force Ones.
That's insanity.
Like he gets store credit and just orders a new pair on the internet. It's a never-ending cycle. He always has fresh Air Force Ones and just wears the same ones over and over again. But go ahead. You're saying devil's advocate on the whole Vando situation.
Oh yeah. I'm like, man, what like? Because I'm like, why does because I'm looking at the thing. I'm looking at the little post right now. Nice guy, but bought 2K worth of. Why is it like an assumption that he did that on purpose to be shiesty? Like, what if he really did do what you were saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand why the guy is so confrontational. Like, as if like it's solidified that Vando did try to like get over on the system and do that. I don't know. I'm just devil's advocate here. I'm just thinking out loud, but
Team Vando, fuck this guy who like.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, because now you make your business look bad. Like, what is your like? I'm like, I don't think that's worth it to try to out somebody. Like, you're lame for doing
like,
that.
You know what's being lame? Yeah, being bitter on the internet is lame. Yeah, no matter what the situation is. Maybe you were actually. First of all, this guy wasn't wrong. This guy is probably on salary or an hourly wage. Like, it's not fucking with his bag. You know what I mean? Like, you're just bitter on the internet, and that's lame. Also, I know for a fact, and I won't name names. Probably a Grizzlies fan.
Yeah.
There's lots of NBA players that do this. Lots of celebrities who do this that are more famous than basketball players. Usually when I say like, oh, I know basketball players that do this, it's usually like people I've worked with. None of the guys I've worked with have done this. But like, I know other stylists that I've worked with, like, you know, way bigger names than basketball players that have like been kicked off of like Farfetch and stuff for buying and returning too much. Like that's like very, 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 very common. I don't do that because I'm not putting that shit on my card. But yeah, it's not irregular.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, he's not canceled. He's not canceled.
Yeah, the cancel, the red. Yeah, he's definitely a Grizzlies fan. He struck a chord with that. It's very, 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 very sensitive response.
Dude, it's so funny. But yeah, if we're gonna praise Scotty Barnes, we can't hit on Vanderbilt for it. If anything, it's just funny. Like, I'm not saying I approve of it, but it's just funny.
You think that would happen if Vando wasn't on the Lakers? Like if Vando was playing in Utah, like do you think it'd still be like?
No,
it's probably a little viral Laker effect for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Also, there is no Saks in Salt Lake City, so
when there's a will, there's a way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay. So next topic. This is kind of becoming like a reoccurring segment for us, where we do our little drafts. We did like the Hot People Hobby draft. Yeah, these are fun. The new one, I was just thinking about like influencers and like how like clothing brands blow up if they seed it to the right people, and people are like, oh, what brand is so and so wearing? Mm-hmm. So I thought we could have a men's clothing brand, so only seeding to men. A men's clothing brand seeding draft. So if we could, get our product to one person or three people, we'll do three people each, and it guarantees that they wear it and post a picture in it. Who are those three people?
Wait, you gotta add the thing. However, we can pick fictional characters. I want to pick fictional characters. So not everybody on this list is going to be a real person. I just want people to know that.
That's fine.
For sure. I want to pick.
I can live with
characters.
That.
All right, for sure. I'm going.
You want to go first?
I'll go first. I'm going with the like aesthetic of like suits. Like I'm looking for that
so if you had a
hear
clothing
menswear,
brand, it
think
would
of
be
that.
Suits.
It would be like a little suits. You feel me? Probably, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So my first
When was
pick,
the last time you wore a suit?
I don't think I ever wore a suit, truth be told. But I mean, I wore a little collar shirt with a bow tie and stuff like that, you know. Something
Okay,
like.
that's
But
fine.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm putting out. That's my product I'm pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
my first pick, I'm gonna pick Ron Burgundy for my very first pick. I feel like Ron Burgundy got a very what's his catchphrase? Stay classy San Diego or something like that. Stay whatever San Diego.
Mhm.
But that's my first pick. I feel like Ron Burgundy very, you know what I'm saying, dapper guy. So he's probably gonna push product for me. Plus, he's a very likable person. As you see, I'm trying to explain my answer.
Yeah.
He's a very likable person, and he's on TV. So like people gonna see him in my stuff,
That's
and they're
the
gonna be
big
like,
one.
"Oh, what Ron Burgundy got?" And then be like, "Sex Panther" or whatever they, you know, saying whatever the answer was. But
Wait, what?
wasn't that?
Is your super hit called Sex Panther?
No, dude, you remember the first
You're
Ron Burgundy?
ill.
The guy got the cologne. It's like
Um,
Sex Panther, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pushing the product in the street. That's my new menswear line. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for it. Be on the lookout for it. All right, but you gotta pick though. You gotta pick.
Yeah. Okay. My first overall pick. Yeah, sorry. So that's why I don't remember everything about Anchorman. There was a lot going on in my brain the time I watched Anchorman. My first overall pick, I feel like this is a layup. This is the right answer. This is a home run. My first pick in the menswear seating draft is Barack Obama. Because, dude, he's always wearing like. So first of all, I want to preface by saying this: my brand is not a suit brand. It's like stuff I would wear. So, you know, baggy hoodies, like sweats. You know, not like some like stupid explore page TikTok swag, but what, you know, like cozy stuff. Like I'm not running a suit brand.
Fire.
And every time Brock wears something that isn't like a suit or a polo, it's notable. Like remember the time that he wore Stan Smith's, like the most like basic Adidas shoe, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Barack Obama's wearing sneakers! Barack Obama's wearing sneakers!" Like imagine if Barack Obama like pops out in like a dope baggy hoodie that has like dress shirt arms on it, you know, like some weird Ian twist on it. People will be like, everyone is gonna be like, what is Barack Obama wearing? We've never seen him wear something. Everyone was wondering what like all white sneakers he wore when he did that. So like everyone, you know, that's Highs Knob, that's Hypebeast, that's the League Fits will find a way to post it. Like everyone's going to be wondering. Like I remember one of the most like League Fits posts ever was when Barack Obama wore a Rag and Bone bomber jacket. I think it was Rag and Bone bomber jacket to a Duke game in Durham. So anyway, everyone, believe it or not, will really care about what Barack Obama's wearing if it's not something that he wears all the time. So that's my number one overall pick.
Okay, I kind of want to alter mine a little bit because I do want to dive into maybe a little streetwear aesthetic. I don't know if I would just. Can I switch my brand up? You know what? My brand is we're gonna be pushing suits. We're gonna be Sex Panther is pushing suits, but we also pushing menswear and streetwear into these streets. You feel me? So with that being said, I was gonna say Brandon Flowers because I was gonna put on a little suit aesthetic. I'm gonna switch my second pick to Adam Sandler because I feel like no matter what Adam Sandler got on, people are gonna rock with it. Adam Sandler was at the Laker game the other day, and I was kind of thinking out loud in my car, and I was like, I love Happy Gilmore, so I'm like, how do they not get like? I feel like if I showed up to work and Adam Sandler was watching me work, if that makes sense, I would be super distracted. So I don't know. Like I'm like, how do the Lakers players just like? I don't know. Like how are you just like performing at work knowing that he's just sitting right there? I'd be super distracted. But either way, he gets a lot of love and he's gonna be pushing a lot of product for Sex Panther. Be on the lookout for that. Adam Sandler. That's my second pick. Great pick. I had to alter it at the time. I had to alter it at the last second.
Damn, you just like Scoot Henderson the draft. Like you're like number 2 overall pick might be the best player in the draft. Like I'm sorry, dude. That just fucked up. I'm like angry now. I feel like after the Bucks Heat game.
Yeah. My third pick is
Adam Sandler's such a good pick.
It's a good rounded, well-rounded.
Okay. Well, I'm going to think of a better third pick. But in the meantime, my second overall pick, you know, it's the Ian brand. It's going to be cozy. I'm going to go with Pete Davidson. Because if there's anyone that'll like pop onto like a red carpet or an award show or like something like that wearing like Ugg boots or like a sweatsuit, like it's going to be him. Like people are like, we'll see Pete Davidson wearing like the lamest tracksuit you've ever seen in your life. And they're like, what tracksuit is that? Just, just like middle white America just like loses their minds. So for the sake of influence, I'm going to go Pete Davidson wearing my brand's sweatsuit, whatever that is, courtside at a Knicks game. It's not as good as Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm virtually throwing tomatoes. Yeah. That was a basic broke boy answer. I'm just virtually throwing tomatoes.
Yeah, I know.
All right, no, cool. My third pick, I'm going back to the suit. I'm just going to kill it with the suit. Going back to a fictional character, and I'm going to go ahead and scoop Patrick Bateman off the board. Patrick Bateman, for those who don't know, is the protagonist in American Psycho, Christian Bale. But he just be rocking the suits. He looks just hella fire. He's on the movie poster with the knife. And I'm like, I feel like he got the good aesthetic, you know what I'm saying, for the suits. People probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, he's in Wall Street. I don't know. I just feel like it's a good look. It's a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's my pick, and that's what I'm picking, and I'm standing with it. What's your third pick?
Okay. My third pick was originally, I'm changing it. It was originally going to be Hector Bellerin, who's like this, he's like the Spanish soccer player. Got to get the overseas appeal. Probably like the best dressed man I've seen. You guys should look him up, but I'm going to change it. I've also now decided that my clothing brand also has suits, and I'm going to go with the one fictional character. I'm going to go with the one fictional man who I think has worn a suit better than Patrick Bateman, because I just got to one up you. Have you ever seen that? We've actually talked about this movie on the podcast before, but there's a movie called Wall Street, and there's a character whose entire wardrobe is based off of Pat Riley. I forget the character's name, but my person I'm seeding product to is the Pat Riley based character.
Does that count though? Can we allow this? He doesn't even know the name of his draft pick. Are we
okay? Fuck it. My third overall pick is Pat Riley, but like 80, that's like fair. New York Knicks. That's Pat fair. Riley.
Okay,
dude. In anything he wears, dude, like those picks are going. It could be a suit.
No,
but
it's
also
fair.
Like, New York Knicks, like Madison Square Garden era Pat Riley wearing anything, slicked back hair, like that's going on. Like every like the worst person, every like horrible person is putting that on their Pinterest mood board. Pat Riley wearing whatever. My last pick is Knicks Pat Riley.
That's fair. I can't even argue with that. Yeah. I don't think it's a better three than mine. Like I think my three is not only more funny than your three, but there's definitely washing you in a fashionable standpoint. You feel me? But
no, you popped out.
I'll let you.
You popped out. Also, I don't really think Will Ferrell's that funny, but no, that's good. I watched you in the Hot People Hobby draft.
I had to get it back in blood. Dude,
Adam Sandler is like, you got like the Michael Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and
it's crazy. He came second.
Like you got the Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Word.
Shit.
I'm angry. Sure. That's fire.
Wait. So what was yours? Ron Burgundy, Adam Sandler, Patrick Bateman, and then I said Barack Obama, which was a banger pick.
Fair.
Pete Davidson, which I'm kind of regretting, and then New York Knicks era Pat Riley.
Yeah, that Pete Davidson pick is low key going to be the downfall.
Yeah, that did me in. I think your weakest pick was Ron. No, because Ron Burgundy is the point is to blow up our brand. He's on TV. No, you're on to something.
His pool is crazy. But
yeah.
For sure.
I don't think anyone's bigger than Barack Obama though.
No, that's fair, but I don't think
if there's anyone that's close, it's Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Shit. That's how it goes. Anyway, what else are we gonna talk about? I wanted to get a little personal here. Oh wait, what were you saying?
No, go ahead. No,
my sleep paralysis thing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Remember that? What you mean? It was crazy, bro. I had sleep. For those who don't know, I usually, bro, I'm very like organized OCD kind of guy. So like I sleep. Now I'm thinking about it out loud. I wonder if it had anything to do with the fact that like I fall asleep with the same volume of white noise every single night. The one time I took a nap and I didn't do that, I ended up I slipped into sleep paralysis. And when I tell people what happened, it sounds so freaky, but in the moment it didn't really sound that freaky. So I fall asleep, I'm on this couch, right? And there's just this, I'm sleeping on this like giant neon green pillow, and it's kind of like blocking half my view. And it's just like an open floor that I'm sleeping at in this building in my job. Probably shouldn't be sleeping on a job. Whatever. It happens. So I'm taking a nap. I'm taking a nap because I'm exhausted. I'm taking a nap. And all of a sudden, all this crazy stuff just starts happening and I can't move my body. So there's a room that's like open behind me, like the door is open, and I just hear someone like walking behind me and they walk into the room. And they do it like a couple times and I'm like, who's behind me? So I try to turn around and that's when I realize I'm having like a sleep paralysis moment and I can't move my body. And I'm like trying to turn around and I can't. And the weirdest thing about it was, bro, like
and you're like not supposed to be sleeping at work.
That's what you got from this? Oh no, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, no, you're like trying to get up. You're trying to get up because you hear footsteps.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think it's important context that you're a security guard also.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, that's another. That's a great point. So I'm like, what the heck? So
either you're about to get caught or someone's robbing y'all.
Word. So like, I'm like, what is going on? So, no, yeah. So I try to turn my body. I can't. But I'm able to like kind of like move, not physically, but like it feels like I know it sounds crazy, but whatever. This is my actual experience that I had. I was like able to move like my soul. It sounds so weird. It sounds so lame. Whatever. I like moved, but then I would like snap right back into like my body. Like I know anyone who's listening to this who has sleep paralysis understands what I'm talking about.
No, that's like there's a word for that. It's called astral projection.
Oh, crazy. But yeah, so I was able to move.
Dude, it's when you can leap out of your body.
Yeah,
it was an out of body. Leave your body and see your body, dude. You astral project
out of body experience. It's really crazy.
Dude, I've been trying to do that for like 2 years.
Wild. And so like, and then that's when like a bunch of like crazy stuff just starts happening around the room, man. Like I'm like, there's like this kitchen that's like off into the distance. And at this point, I'm like getting extremely frustrated because I'm like yelling and I'm screaming, like, get up, like wake up, but I can't because I'm sleeping, I'm unconscious. So there's this like baby that's like crawling on the freaking ceiling. And I'm like watching this baby, like in my freaking paralysis dream, crawl on this ceiling, crawl down on the wall, crawl on top of this counter. And at this point, I'm not freaked out because I'm more than understanding the fact that I'm in sleep paralysis. So I'm just watching this baby while out. And I'm like, bro, I gotta get up. This is crazy. And I'm just looking at my phone on the counter and I'm trying to see what time it is on my phone, but my phone is locked and I can't unlock it because I can't move. And I'm just like watching all this crazy stuff happen around the room. And all of a sudden, these two dudes walk into the room. One of them, I don't really remember what he did, but the other one, who was like this like dark skinned black dude, he doesn't run at me. He like bounces at me. So he's like bouncing at me. And I'm like, and I'm not freaking out. I'm just frustrated. I'm like, bro, get up. Like, what the heck am I doing? But I was just having a crazy, every time I like tell that to someone, they think I'm like on acid or something. Like, Joe, what did you take before you fell asleep? But it was crazy. I was like, bro, I was having a whole thing. And then the craziest part about it, bro, when I finally got up from out of this paralysis, whatever, it's kind of like in Stranger Things when they get up and they just like automatically are sitting at like a 90-degree angle, like in one motion. They just like get up and like, bro, when I woke up, like I was looking at the room for the last 10 minutes in my little psychotic little thing I was doing. And I get up and in one motion, I like sit up straight, 90-degree angle on the couch. Like I just got up and immediately stood up. Like, and then I don't know why my initial reaction was to spit on the ground to see if I was still sleeping or not. Cause I was like, okay, if I spit on the ground, then if saliva comes out, then I'm probably awake. But if I spit on the ground and like some freaking green goo or blood comes out, then I'm probably still tripping. But no, that I finally ended up waking up. But it probably lasted like 10 minutes. But it was crazy, bro. That was my first like out of body experience I've ever had. It was insane. It was wild.
I'm not gonna lie. So before we started recording this podcast, Joe was like, hey, I had sleep paralysis and I want to talk about it. And I was like, I don't know how this has anything to do with our podcast. Sounds super boring.
It doesn't have anything to do with it.
I was super wrong. Yeah, I was super wrong. That was a great story. The baby crawling is terrifying. Babies kind of freak me out. That's insane.
I told that to my aunt, and my aunt was like, that's so freaky. But I'm like, I don't know. For the weirdest reason, I wasn't like freaked out. I was just like, why is there a baby on the ceiling? Great question to ask.
You're weird.
Great question to ask. Question to ask.
You're a weird dude.
Okay. I think that's all our talking points for today, guys.
We
should end it on that.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Before we go, we should definitely plug, if you're listening to this Wednesday, May 10th, the Levi's League Fits Awards show is already out on YouTube. Go watch it. Yeah, I don't know. We did the awards in a show. It'll be on Instagram too, but go watch the show. Next time you hear us, we'll be going super in depth. I know everyone's gonna have questions about the awards and blah 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 blah. So me and Joe will dive into that with y'all. Told you who picked what teams, things like that. Yeah. All right.
All right, guys.
Ian and
Another
Joseph
episode of
signing
Survival
off.
Fitted. Shout out Chrome Hearts. If you guys see a
Shout
baby
out
crawling
Chrome
on the
Hearts.
ceiling, you're probably dreaming.
Yeah. We missed y'all. Hop in the League Fits Discord. It's in the link in our bio. Send us some new fit pics. All right. Peace.